Former point guard, what do you admire about the way Jameer plays the position?
Well, in this day and age where so many guys are so athletic and so big that he still gets it done. He has a feistiness about him that allows him to do it, and his ability to make plays. But I'd say it's pretty unique with the size and athleticism that guys have at that position today.
What's key for tonight's game?
A few things. This is a team where they don't turn over the basketball, so I would love that to work for us as well, for us not to turn over the basketball. And Carmelo is always first on your scouting report, and what are you going to do with him? His ability to make shots, and pick and roll, post ups, and so a lot's on the table tonight. And then their ability to make threes. So we have our hands full for sure.
Can you talk about your team's effort? They always give 110%. They just look like they really are trying out there. And they've lost a few games by a few points here and there. Can you talk about that effort?
The effort's been great. I think it's just a true sign of the men that we have in the locker room, that they continue to push forward. And I'm excited about tonight, the fact that it's a great challenge for us and continues to test our resolve and our character and how we can continue to respond.
I think during this losing streak, the team's scoring output has actually increased over its team's average. Did you change anything to the offense, or is it just kind of sinking in with this team?
Well, I think that's been the interesting part is, we talked about Glenn's absence at the beginning, and everyone was wondering how we were going to manage to his 16 and 8, and it's really produced us shooting the three at a higher rate, more of them, and so that's a good and a positive that's come from this is we've seen our ability to continue to create for each other, and once Glenn and our other guys get back, that's going to be a great environment because he's a weapon for us, and we'll be able to use the growth on the offensive end. So I'm excited about that.
Jacque, when you've watched Anthony on tape and over the years, is this the most complete that he has been since he's been in the league?
Well, he has a great team around him, and I think a coach that has pushed him, and which players want, and he's responded. He's got some veterans around him who are pretty good, and but his ability just to score the basketball it's got to be tops in the league. Because it comes in so many different areas.
Yeah.
Tonight you'll see him in pick and roll and pin downs and transition, post ups on the block, on the elbow, at the free throw line. So tough to guard.
If you hear Woodson talk about him, he talks about the defensive end, which most people, never used to talk about that with him. Do you see that on film? Is there an effort there?
Well, it's a great coach holding his team accountable. And they have a standard, and looking on film, it seems like the coach has done a great job of making those guys play defense, play both ends of the floor, and it shows, and I think it shows with their wins.
Coach, Nick Vucevic has been stepping up really big on the boards since Glenn's been out. What else needs to happen for you guys to end this losing streak?
Oh, a lot of things have to come into place. You can start on both ends of the floor. You got to take care of the basketball. You got to get a shot every time down. That helps. Someone else besides Nick rebounding the basketball, whether Smalls getting involved and helping our bigs, that helps. And just overall physical nature about ourselves, that we continue to battle and put up a physical front each and every night.
Coach, when you look at these starting lineups of both teams, you guys are very, very young, and it looks like they've got a ton of experience, very, very old. Your experiences in the NBA, at what age are NBA players actually at their peak?
That's interesting. I think Jason would not like you call him old. Also, I caught that one, but
He doesn't mind.
he doesn't mind.
No.
I don't know when that peak performance is. I don't know.
Mid-20s?
Scientifically, has it been proven? That you're.
Well, balancing the experience versus the athleticism. I mean, you guys got the young legs. They've got old legs, but they got the experience. What?
It's interesting because you take a guy who, early in his career, if he's a young player and he gets to play early, do you speed up that process? And so is his, path different than a guy who was drafted in the same year? So I think it varies,
Coach, you're 12-20 and on a 7-game losing streak coming in tonight. Do you use the standings as a motivational factor? You're only 3 games back of the 8th seed. Do you use that to motivate your guys as far as being in the playoff hunt to try and basically keep the effort up and try and fight through this?
Not one time have I mentioned our record. So gloomy. Yeah, that's not like you.
Well, I'm trying to be very optimistic. That's why I say only 3 games back, considering this streak.
We are. I haven't mentioned our record, anything of that nature. When I talk to the guys, it's really about, like tonight, we'll talk about New York and how we're going to try to win this game. And that's the most important thing is that you give yourself an opportunity to win this game, and you move on from there.
Everyone good?